Welcome back, Better Self community. So today I got a controversial topic for you, and it's why you shouldn't trust people in the healthcare system. So it's not to say that if you fall and break your leg, that doctors aren't amazing. If you need a heart transplant, heart surgery, doctors are amazing. So it comes to the point where it's things that they've studied, they study to prescribe. They study to see if there's anything wrong with you. And if there's not, they don't have answers. So I know a lot of you guys, like myself, growing up with a genetic condition where I'm 10 years old and over the last 19 years, have really had trouble getting information and getting help from doctors. I had an endoscopy to look at my gut, and they said, absolutely nothing's wrong. Meanwhile, I'm breaking out when I'm eating, I'm having severe bloating, just a bunch of issues. And they're like, well, you know what? If you start to feel this, come back again. We'll do it again. So IVs with contrast and all this stuff that you've been through just to find nothing wrong at all, to find it to be a complete waste of time. There's a goose sighting. And to leave you kind of frustrated and searching for answers. I get that. I lived that for a long time. And a lot of my clients come to me saying, nobody could help me. And I think following blindly to advice for people that prescribe medications based on symptoms, it's all based on big pharma. So this video might get taken down, I'm sure, whatever. But the biggest thing is that they learn these books that are all written the same. So they have the same perception of healthcare. I'm not saying that there aren't doctors out there that take the holistic approach, but I'm saying majority of them eat pizza on their lunch break. They are eating burgers, and because they don't see anything wrong with themselves internally, they don't have celiac or any of these diseases, they don't have an issue with it. But it could be symptoms with your gut microbiome, your lymph system could be backed up, your elimination organs can be backed up. There's a whole slew of issues that could be the problem that they don't look for. So it's a different approach with a holistic coach. He takes exactly where you are, custom plan, and then we implement it through trial and error, just like I did with myself. That's how I became my own expert, is based on just learning an abundance of knowledge and applying it. And that's really where you start to learn about it the most. And then that's where you start to learn about yourself the most. That's where you see the greatest results. And that's where you start to build your better self. So I know it can be kind of confusing going forward. You're like, who do I listen to? What do I do? I feel so lost. I feel so frustrated. I'll tell you a story. So I have my cousin and a new client that I just signed. They were having trouble because they were not getting results from Weight Watchers. Weight Watchers is a one size fits all, just like a lot of these doctors, and it is purely analytical. There's no emotion behind it. It's just, hey, do this, do this, do this, and you'll maybe get the results. Whereas when you work with a coach, it's more custom tiered. Weight Watchers is good for some people, and it's not really that great for most, as well as Doctor's Care is good for some people and not that great for most. There's so many different things that can be going on with you. You could have your lymph system backed up, your eliminative organs backed up. You could have dysbiosis in the gut, causing brain fog, causing all these issues and all these problems. And the doctors won't catch it because they're not running those same tests. And especially when you start to deal with insurance, doctors want to mitigate how much they are using and what they're allowed to use. So it's a really bad situation. So my advice to you guys is stop following blindly to these people. Trial and error some things for yourself. Focus more on a holistic approach to care versus more of like the medical, standard American medical way of going. And again, this is not a bash on doctors, not a bash on nurses, but me being a paramedic, I often see them in their workplace, and most, if not all, eat for convenience, highly processed foods, highly stressed out. I have so much respect and admiration for healthcare workers, but it is sad that they are so burned out that they are compelled to live a life of convenience, where it's the Cheez-Its at the desk, where it's the quick meals full of garbage. And then it just compounds how they feel. They feel worse and worse and worse. And then when their perception is that I live this way, so I don't really see an issue when everyone else lives this way. It turns into a big problem, especially when it is your health, when you are spending your time, money, and energy on someone's belief system and they are putting that glass ceiling on you. So my biggest advice is find someone. I'm happy to get on a free call with you to see if I can best help you, but find someone that is going to sit down with you and care about you and you alone. They're not going to see you as a transaction. They're not going to look at it analytically. They're going to look at it, how can I best help this person? To choose is someone that you would like to model yourself after. It is not someone who's eating Cheez-Its at their desk. It is not someone who's eating pizza on their break. And it is someone who is living that life to better themselves consistently. I'm going to leave a 15-minute discovery call link down at the bottom. You guys are more than welcome to reach out to me. Follow me on social. Feel free to DM me, and I'm going to help best answer your questions. So I have an awesome free community. It is entirely free, and it is just a place to go and meet other people who are on your journey, maybe been on your journey, or you can help because you're ahead on your own journey. So this is the Better Self community over on School. I'm going to leave a link in the description again. And this is just something that is super beneficial. We have live Q&As weekly, and we just consistently converse and engage. So it's amazing. Hope you guys are doing amazing. Look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care.